a spicy buttered shrimp. What's going on, everyone? Dave K here today for some Mardi Gras festivities at Universal Studios. Definitely excited to check it all out, see what it's about. Definitely heard lots of good things as well. I think there's a lot of food and a lot of stuff like that. We'll have to see what it looks like. Let's do it. Another observation here today is it's quite cold and rainy and kind of windy. It's going to go even into the 50s here tonight, so super chilly in the Orlando area. But you know what? I guess that's what you get sometimes. We'll see how it turns out. And correction to that one, it's currently 57 degrees, so super chilly out here. Again, a little bit of rain going on, that kind of thing. We'll see how the day plays out for us. Again, I want to check out some of those events. I don't think the events really kick off until 3 or 4 p.m. in terms of those food, those parades, those kind of things. So we'll see what it looks like. But definitely excited to see what's new here today. Another thing I'm noticing here today is the crowds. You'll notice it's quite crowded in terms of the parking, in terms of making our way through City Walk here. And I'm sure it'll be crowded in those parks as well, but definitely super crowded. Again, making our way from parking to security. So we'll see how crowded it is in the parks. Definitely more crowded than this typical time of year, right? Late January was fairly quiet here, so let's see what it looks like. Making our way up to the front of Universal Studios Florida here, you can already hear the music for Mardi Gras. I love that sort of theming there. And you can see that sign. Look at that big old sign underneath the Universal Studios Florida entrance is the Mardi Gras sign, February 1st through April 2nd. So a nice season to be able to see it all and do it all. Definitely excited to figure out exactly what all is going on here. But it sounds like it's all in this one park. So we'll see what's going on, see what it looks like on the inside. And here we have the list of events and activities for Mardi Gras. You can see only on the Universal Studios Florida side, you've got the parade, you've got the French Quarter Courtyard, live concerts going on. So cool to see all the different activities here. But again, it looks like it's just in this park and it all starts in the evening. So now I think we're gonna make our way over to Despicable Me. You know I love those Minions. Mike's still never been on this one, so we can get his thoughts on it as well. Definitely gonna keep our eyes open for that Mardi Gras stuff, but since it's early enough in the day here, we can check out some attractions in the meantime. Let's do it. Check out this show going on above us here. I've never been in the regular queue for this one, so we're getting all kinds of fun stuff between like Minion quizzes and other Minion announcements here on all these screens throughout this regular standby queue, and some posters for the Minions as well. So super cool. Oh, I didn't even notice. Look at those kind of brew bombs on the ceiling too. Definitely nice theming to the queue here, and really funny to see these Minion movies kind of as they're showing you while you're waiting for the ride. I like it. Minion Einstein says, "Great brains make great minions." Yes. Mike, what did you think of the Minions attraction here?
I thought it was really good. I'm tempted to get a banana just because I'm a former Minion right here. I liked it a lot. 4D, 3D effects. A lot like the Shrek one, as you said. Fun.
And I really liked sitting in the front row. Glad we had the chance to catch the front row on the Minions attraction. Definitely felt like you were really immersed in the world of the Minions. Definitely enjoyed that one. You can see all kinds of cool merch here too in the Minions gift shop on the way out. A little bit of that dance party in that room we just came out of, and you can see all kinds of cool Minion decorations as we make our way out. Check out a little bit of this concert stage. They're prepping that concert here for tonight. Not sure who's performing today or what days. They said you can figure it out through the app. But look at this theming. You can see some of these different boxes. And look at on the lights here. I know people had noticed in the past the Christmas hats. Now you've got kind of jester hats on those lights. A couple, again, subtle pieces of Mardi Gras theming throughout the park. Super cool. Now making our way to Race Through New York with Jimmy Fallon. And the queue on that one, we were able to enter a virtual queue for 60 seconds from now for the two of us. So that's great. No line on that one. It is virtual queue. You have to register on the app, but it was pretty much a walk-on. And again, you can see kind of that decorations here from that light post to some of those lights themselves with the kind of different Mardi Gras hats going on them. I definitely like the hats and kind of that subtle decoration that goes into these park areas here, and those, again, different subtle parts of the park. Giving you a close look here. Just want to show you what those look like in this central sort of park area here. Super cool to see. Again, like a hat right there, hat on, all the different lights in this area. So definitely glad we're seeing that little subtle theming. And we'll see what it looks like in about an hour or so when all of these celebrations come out. Should be food and that sort of thing. We still got to get our magnet too. So lots to do before the events kick off tonight. Cool to take a closer look at this queue here. Mike noticed some details I hadn't noticed before, like the NBC logos in the hallway changing over the years. You can see different show hosts over here. So there's Jay Leno hosting the NBC show, and then Jimmy Fallon 2014 to present. So super, super cool. I love how they kind of have the Tonight Show hosts here as they evolve over the years. Definitely remember Conan, a lot of those other ones. So super cool. I didn't even realize that these the sort of same show has been connected with these different hosts. I like it. Grabbing our racing goggles now, and you can see kind of some of the barbershop going on. There was a scene with there, some of the roots and some of the different characters as well. So it's super cool to see kind of the story as we're making our way through the queue. It is a nice queue. Mike's pointing out all these details I hadn't noticed before. And it is really, really nice. Definitely excited to show him that Roots safety video before the show too. It looks like a new room. I haven't seen this room before. Super cool to see kind of while we're waiting for the show to kick off. Definitely excited for that safety video. One of my favorite parts of this attraction. It's a great one. Mike, what did you think of the Jimmy Fallon ride here?
I liked it. I really, really did. Cool adventure, 4D effects. You felt it moving around. I thought it was fun. Not anything I'd go out of my way for, but I did enjoy it.
That's fair enough. And I want to say it was definitely better than I remembered as well. I feel like the studio at the beginning was some of the best parts, some of the strongest parts, whereas it kind of disconnects with some of those sound effects, like where he drives through the wall to exit the studio. The sound and the video is where it disconnects. That's some of the challenges for me and some of the things I don't like as much. I feel like they could connect some of those a little bit better, and that would definitely strengthen the ride. But there's a lot of different things around this area now that I'm not sure we'd seen before that we're seeing now. It's really cool to see. Like this guy over here, you can see this guy kind of playing the trumpet on the street. There's a tribute store over there by the Mummy. And again, I'm not sure this guy was here before, but you can see this trumpet player right here. And again, I think he's specifically themed. Oh, it's some of the food booths are just on that other side as well. So super, super cool to see. They're starting to roll out some of that stuff. And again, tribute store down this way, closer towards that Mummy ride. We'll make sure we check that one out as well. But definitely lots to see more and more throughout the day here. So definitely excited to check it all out. So a closer look at this tribute store here. Not really sure what's inside. Almost looks like a pseudo sort of restaurant here. We'll have to check that one out. And over here, a couple of jesters by this French Quarter courtyard. You can see some food and drinks over there as well. So definitely lots to see, and it seems like more is showing up throughout the day. Twisted tater and specialty drinks over there too. So we'll have to see again in terms of food options. Definitely seems like there's a lot of booths down this way. So much to see here today. Let's see what it's all about. Check out this area here. It looks like a gift shop, but really kind of spooky feel to it. Super quiet. You can hear kind of the soft bug sounds in the background here. Some deals on lanyards, lots of lanyards over here. They've got photos they're doing over here as well. But again, it's kind of spooky. I feel like I walked into kind of the spooky area over here. There's, again, all kinds of different, seems like merchandise here, different clothes and that sort of thing. But, oh, there's masks over there too. Some people looking at masks and shirts and cups here as well. But definitely a quiet feel to this area as well. You can maybe hear I'm whispering into the camera. It's, again, kind of spooky. Kind of looks like a dungeon here. Oh my gosh, it keeps going. Looks like there's even more back here. So we've got to check this all out here. But so much to see. There's kind of, oh, look at this. It's just kind of decorations in addition to merchandise. King and Queen back there. Really, really cool to see it all. And so the tribute store was kind of like a spooky gift shop there. Really interesting to check that one out. Cool to see some of the merchandise, but it is super crowded in there, you know, really tight spaces. They get a couple cool photos in there too. Again, a lot of cool merchandise, but it is a little bit crowded, a little bit tight in there. And it seems like it's getting busier throughout the park too. I guess people want to celebrate Mardi Gras as it's kicking off this year. Cool to see a variety of different dining venues around here. You can see jambalaya and gumbo. We just passed some coconut water. There's some po' boys and stuff down this long street we came down a moment ago. You got those pictures over there. Cool to see those pictures and all kinds of other characters throughout the area too. So kind of this whole sort of main area between Jimmy Fallon and the Mummy set up for the French Quarter and for the Mardi Gras event. We'll have to see what's going on over here too. It looks like maybe even more stuff sort of to my left here. You can see some specialty drinks and all kinds of stuff like that. Again, definitely crowds picking up here, but we'll have to see if we're feeling like grabbing some food or something. Now a 5-minute wait on Transformers. So since we're not super hungry yet, I have to check out some of those booths. Gonna catch a quick ride here, I would imagine. Maybe the ride queues are a lot shorter as everyone's heading to those food queues. So we'll have to see how things play out here today. But definitely excited to jump on some rides. Maybe we'll do Men in Black again here today. But look at this. There's just a whole sort of area where you'd normally walk for the queue for the attraction is just wide open. Those screens were just walking by them. So super cool. We can just kind of walk through this one and make our way onto the ride. And I'm sure we'll grab some food later as well. But for now, just making our way through some of our favorite attractions, some of the ones we haven't been on in so long, and more. Let's do it. Still walking here straight through one of these queues in pretty much the last room, grabbing our battle glasses here. So definitely seems like a walk-on, not even a 5-minute wait. Definitely excited to jump on this one here today. I love it. Just got off Transformers, and I feel like it's worth mentioning. I'm not sure if I've said it before, but I feel like I have. It's if you can wait for that front row, definitely worth doing. I didn't mention earlier, I don't think. We got front row on the Minions, and I loved that too. Definitely worked out on that one. In the back row on this one, a little bit harder to see. I feel like it was also super loud. That may just be the case on this attraction in general, but definitely love this one. It's a great sort of story to it. I love all the different scenes, and it's kind of the ride style. It's a lot like that Spider-Man ride here at Universal. Now in front of us, we're seeing sort of a Bayou Bowl here. Not really sure what's going on here, but you can see a little bit of a kind of setup for the Mardi Gras season. And again, not really sure what's going on. Maybe it's more food here, some merchandise, variety of different things, but maybe we'll step inside, see what we can figure out what this one is all about. So we found out this was a ticketed dining event here. You get kind of an all-you-can-eat buffet going on. It also comes with preferred viewing for a parade and some other stuff, drink ticket or something along those lines. And it's $60 for adults, $40 for kids. But cool to see, again, they've got those different events going on. Depending upon what you're looking for Mardi Gras, seems like there's a way to celebrate it here at Universal. Making our way down towards the Men in Black attraction now. It seems like a lot of the crowds are really contained in those Mardi Gras areas. It seemed like, again, walk on Transformers, which was pretty cool. Seems like a lot of the ride queues should be pretty short. So it's interesting to see. It seems like early on in the holiday and the Mardi Gras event that a lot of the crowds are just there specifically to see what's going on for Mardi Gras, not so much on the rides. But it's nice to be able to then easily slip on the rides and get a feel for Mardi Gras at the same time. Definitely a nice kind of atmosphere. And again, you can see it can sort of vary. The crowds can sort of vary depending upon where you are in the park. Interesting to see a couple of wizards out here. Seems like maybe taking photos or that sort of thing. I'm not 100% sure. Is it like Fred Weasley or like the Weasley parents? And you've got maybe Dumbledore over there? Or maybe these are just, you know, kind of guests and fans. I'm not 100% sure. But interesting to kind of see these things going on over here. Interesting to see here for Fear Factor Live. We hadn't had the chance to check this one out yet. But they're casting for 3 different roles. Physical stunt competitors. I could maybe do that. Critter Challenge. Mike and I are both opting out of that one. And I'm not sure I would do the food either, especially because it's next to the critters there. I don't want to be eating any critters here. But yeah, it's definitely interesting to see that they're doing those castings. And 70 minutes before each show. One of these days we'll have to catch this show, but cool to see again. You can get in on it as well before the show starts. Just got off the Men in Black alien attack here, and I also love the design of this area. But I gotta say, I feel like there's some sort of jinx going on here, because the second time riding it with Mike, my third time, we got stuck in there for like 5 minutes, and all the scenes were off after that point. We didn't get to shoot at the enemy car or get our scores compared or anything like that, so glitches happen, I guess, but it's kind of funny. This happened both times with Mike now. I like the ride, but I think it'd be nice to be able to ride that one with Mike so we can see the whole thing through. But again, enjoying the theming of this area, really, really cool to see, and always love to kind of look at the theming throughout the park. But Mike, what did you think of the attraction? Better than you remember, or about the same, or what? About the same as I remember. You know, you're spinning around really fast, don't really know what to shoot at, but you're shooting all over the place. I like it, not my favorite. Makes sense. Making our way back to this main square now, and it looks like the Secret Life of Pets. The pets are pulling up now, all kinds of music playing, and I'm sure people are going to get some pictures here in a minute. Or maybe they're heading out, actually. It looks like the floats are heading out that way, not 100% sure. It's always nice to see these little shows along the way. Mike was asking me if this was a parade, so he's getting to see kind of what those character introductions look like for those photo opportunities.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
oh, fabulous. Tiny Dog. Can I call you Tiny Dog?
Stick around.
It fits you.
They will be with
Great.
you shortly.
All right, photo opportunity sounds like now available with some characters. I like it. You can see a few more of the pets from this side as well. You can see the classic dogs from that movie, and then he's got a couple here. Looks like in a living room, so another couple of dogs here, and actually they might all be dogs. You got the bunny and the cats up top. Cool to see. Oh, look at that. I didn't notice one on the light there. Very cool to see. But lots of awesome photo opportunities if you like the Secret Life of Pets.
I'll be your best friend.
Lots of characters out and about today. Here we got Dora the Explorer. We've got Betty Boop over here. Looks like Betty. We got the Simpsons behind this truck. Actually saw Homer back there too. You can see it looks like Scooby-Doo and Shaggy way over there as well by the Scooby van. And I think Mike saw Emmett Brown around here somewhere as well. We're gonna get our magnet here for the pass holder magnet for the holidays, but oh my gosh, look at this line for the pass holder magnet. Looks like there's a lot of pass holders with the same idea. And we've got the Simpsons bus driving away here. Super cool to see. driver in there, and they're off. Really cool. Now in the annual pass holder shop here to get our magnet and our button, but look at this mug, super cool. Annual pass holder mug. You can see some of those shirts that you might see outside as well. But that one doesn't look like a pass holder special, but this one is definitely a pass holder special. All kinds of cool stuff in here as well. But nice to be able to take some time, just kind of enjoy the warmth of this little shop here and check out some of this merch while we get our magnet. And we've got our Universal Annual Pass Holder Mardi Gras magnet and that button there, the little baby on there. Very, very cool. I definitely like this magnet with the alligators, with the beads. I like it definitely more than that Halloween Horror Nights one. That was a little bit scary. So super cool to see this one added to the collection. I like it. So I went ahead and got the Mardi Gras pass here for the food items. So really cool how this one works. You get 15 items on this particular pass. 15 items is $60. You can get any of the items at any of the food tents here for the Mardi Gras season. So super cool. Got that one. That way we'll be able to grab a bunch of food. That's all at that rate. So it ends up being about $4 per item, which is great. This is about $7 for this po' boy here. So starting off with the po' boy, they have a bunch of options for non-pass holders as well. Sounded like $30 for 5, there's $50 for 10, and then pass holders only, there's a $60 for 15. So just doing the math makes sense. You get the $60 one, but definitely excited to dig in here, try some of the food, and I think this is gonna make sense, especially if I'm gonna be eating all Mardi Gras season here at Universal. And here we have that shrimp and sausage po' boy. It is a little po' boy, maybe about the size, the length of my hand there. But after you get that sort of ticket thing that I was just showing you, that kind of necklace that I've got going on, where it ends up being $4 a plate, it does seem like a pretty good deal. Normally this one would be $7. You know, I saw some of the unique flavors at some of these tents. They had catfish over there. The sausage and shrimp was an interesting combo, and they got jambalaya and all kinds of other stuff too. So I was thinking to myself, this must be some really authentic and some really delicious food here at this event, Mardi Gras event at Universal Studios. And I'm loving the stars so far. That food was really, really good. Love that combo of the shrimp and the sausage. You did have a little bit of sauce on there. Maybe could have put a little bit more of that remoulade sauce on there. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. But I really, really liked it. The shrimp was not fried, as I've had many in the past that are fried, but I thought it was really well done. Did not mind it not being fried at all. Flavors were really strong with some of that vegetables in there. I'm trying to remember, like some coleslaw in there, some cabbage, that sort of thing. Really, really well done. Definitely a winner here if you're looking for a good food option at the event here for Mardi Gras at Universal Studios. And Mike, what did you think of the po' boy?
I was super impressed. Super, super impressed. That was mind-blowing. The andouille sausage and the shrimp. I wasn't sure about the combo. Went together extremely well. I can see myself getting that again in a heartbeat.
Awesome. Yeah, it had some great spices to it, and I feel like the original po' boy at Disney used to be amazing, but this might be the current one for me right now, I want to say. This was really, really well done. I know it's only a seasonal thing, but definitely worth checking out. Your thoughts on that?
I love it. I got to go back in French Quarter to try the po' boy again. I do.
Okay.
Because it is competitive. I will tell you right now, but I got to try the other one again to really get it.
Sounds good. By the way, saw this one a little bit earlier, but wanted to share with you. Seasonal frozen drink, green coconut, wild berry, or lemonade, $4.99, or mix all three, and you get all the Mardi Gras colors there. Absolutely love it. Super cool to see. They've got a drink option here, and seems pretty good deal. Super cool to see this stand here, Carnival Around the Universe. Look at this, tasting tent with all new items, new menu items debuting bi-weekly here. So it sounds like it's a new tent for this year, featuring a bunch of different types of restaurants, cuisines, and you can see kind of the menu, what kind of food comes out when. Super cool to see this option here for more Mardi Gras celebration. Looking at the dishes here, super cool to see they've got these kind of samples set up. And this is the jambalaya right here we were debating. It's got a crawfish on it, and Michael said he may not be interested in that crawfish. I might try this one at some point, but it sounds like he wants to maybe pass on this one. So we got gumbo, or maybe we'll keep making a loop around, but cool to see the options here. So we did indeed get the jambalaya, and you can see it's got the crawfish on there. I will be eating the crawfish. Mike will not be having any crawfish, but otherwise it looks like a great dish for the both of us. So definitely excited to dig into this one and see how it tastes. And it's gonna be my first time eating crawfish here, so definitely excited to see how that goes. I tried to ask a team member how to eat a crawfish, and they weren't able to give me too much information on that. So I'm gonna see if I can figure this one out, but definitely excited to dig into it, give it a shot, let you know what I think. So just ate a bit of the torso here. Now we're gonna try the rest of the tail. But so far, I'm liking the crawfish. It's like a spicy buttered shrimp. The tail is just like spicy buttered shrimp. The torso kind of tasted more like crab, so it's like a spicy buttered crab. It is very spicy, I want to say. Kind of like weirdly spicy for an animal to just be naturally this spicy. But it's got some great flavors to it, definitely. I thought the crawfish was great. I think I've eaten it all. Not 100% sure how it works. This all seems like bone here. Kind of prickly there too, so it's prickly and it's spicy. So a lot of hazard here. But overall, I thought it was great. Just finished with that jambalaya. It does have some good shrimp and chicken flavors to it. You can taste a lot of the proteins in there, and I'm glad it's got plenty of protein in there as well. But it's not quite as good or as flavorful, I feel like, as the po' boy we had. It's good, and I can see myself getting it again, but I'm far more likely to get the po' boy in the future. It's a winner. I want to say maybe give it like a 7, but that po' boy is way up there for me, maybe like a 9. Definitely glad we tried this one. It's some good flavors. I don't know if I'll get it again. I could see myself maybe getting it again, but chances are probably not that great. And Mike, what did you think of the jambalaya here?
I agree. It was good, but not fantastic. So a little spicy, especially, you know, kind of going down, but not a bad flavor.
Interesting to see these characters here for Mardi Gras walking around as well. Earlier we saw a man and woman in like a fancy formal attire, and looks like maybe some jesters here in some kind of jester attire. Really interesting to see, again, a variety of characters. I imagine this is a Universal team, but you'll see guests definitely dressed up for the season as well. Yes, Mardi Gras, I like it. And here we have the Gator Bites here. Check out these Gator Bites. Real alligator is what these are made with, at least from my understanding. Sounds like that's what they're saying. So some gator there, some chips. Definitely excited to give this one a shot. Very unique sort of dish here for the holiday. Let's see how this one tastes. Just finished with the Gator Bites. Really unique flavor to those Gator Bites. Mike described it as kind of a salmon blended with chicken. He was not a fan at all of those Gator Bites, but I thought they were pretty good. I like how they fried it. A little bit of spice in there as well. I feel like the meat was a little bit chewier than some of the other meats I'd had or that I was anticipating, but I did like it. I could see myself eating gator in the future. Not my favorite dish here. Po' boy still in that first place, but it was not bad. Also, the coleslaw had a little bit of an apple taste to it. Again, I could see myself getting this one again. Mike, not so much a fan, but glad we had the chance to try some new things, and looking forward to trying more here in the future as well. We're thinking about maybe some dessert options here now as well. We shall see. And check out these characters in the streets here. Really cool to see, kind of unique look to these characters. And I'm not really sure, maybe this is for the parade later tonight, but kind of sun yellow colors to them, kind of actresses wearing these outfits. Really, really cool to see. We'll have to see if we can get a picture maybe. And we've got the beignets here, a little bag of beignets. Looks like there's maybe 4 or 5 of those in there from this last tent, beignets and king cake. Definitely excited to dig in there and let you know what we think. So the beignets here at the beignet and king cakes were really, I feel like they were only okay. You know, definitely not my favorite dish. I've had much better beignets in the past, everywhere from Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans all the way through actually at Disneyland. So I'd probably skip the beignets if I were you, if you were considering options, but it's not bad if you're looking for a sugary treat. And one other thing I wanted to share here is check out this Mardi Gras concert list. At the top, you've got The Roots. That's tonight. That's awesome. Cool in the Gang there, February 22nd. So many cool options. People, Chris Young there, March 20th. All-American Rejects, March 14th. Super cool to see this list of artists. I know they said it was on the app, but you can also see it right here. And there's so many cool ones in the future. We'll have to see what we check out. I like it. And we've got a couple of other Mardi Gras themed characters up here ahead. Really cool to see. Mardi Gras theming. Hey, how's it going? Happy Mardi Gras to you as well. Thank you. And check out these stilt characters out here. We have a lot of characters on stilts. Super cool to see. Lots of stilt action. You can see all kinds of different characters. Super cool. See if we can get a picture somewhere. Even more stilt characters over here as well. Happy Mardi Gras. All right, thank you. So now we've got some skeletons and pirate-looking characters out here. Oh my gosh, interesting to see skeleton characters. Not exactly sure what's going on with them, but doing some event there with kids, with some pirates and some skeletons, and we'll see what happens. Just rode Revenge of the Mummy for the first time again in a long time, and I really liked it. I feel like even better than I remember. You know, there's a couple, it kind of starts you off mild and it gets intense. There's a nice little storyline to it. Definitely enjoyed that one. It was a second row seating this time too, and I feel like you had a pretty good view from any seat on this one. So nice to be able to check it out, and definitely looking forward to the parade here tonight as well. That special parade for Mardi Gras. Gotta see what that one's all about. Now in position to see the Mardi Gras parade here. Definitely excited for it. Right across from that makeup show. You can see that main gate over there. We'll see how the show goes. Definitely excited to see a new one for this season, and then maybe later tonight we can catch that concert. We'll have to see. thrown out, lots of different floats. Definitely one of the longer parades here at Universal, so I'm glad we caught this one, and definitely looking forward to checking it out again in the future. Super cool to catch that Mardi Gras parade. Lots of floats in there, different animals and different messages for the holiday. Definitely loved all the theming from the food. You got crawfish in there, all kinds of cool stuff. Now I'm trying to see if I can make it to that Roots concert. Can't quite figure out how to get through this crowd up ahead, but definitely excited to get to that stage. It looks like it's right there, so I haven't missed anything yet, but definitely excited to check that out too. Now situated to see that Roots performance here. Super cool to see there's live music. Absolutely, again, loved that parade with all these different floats, different characters on stilts and that sort of thing. Really, really cool to see. And I'm definitely excited to catch some of the Roots here today. Not too much. Glad I'm going to be able to catch it, and I can let you know my thoughts a little bit afterwards. But a beautiful spot you can see kind of near the front here, sort of front of this gate with some Rip Ride Rocket in the background. Nice way to end the night here. Really, really cool to see this Mardi Gras event, and I'm definitely looking forward to coming back to checking out more Mardi Gras in the future here. So glad we had a chance to check it out here on one of the earlier nights. And waiting for this concert here, I think I got myself confused with the start time. I thought it was 8, but it looks like it actually starts at 8:30. We're just kind of hanging out, listening to the sounds of Rip Ride Rocket and enjoying quiet night while I wait for the show to kick off at 8:30. It's almost there now. It's about another 8 minutes here, so definitely excited to check out the show, and I'll let you know what I think of this one. Definitely, again, excited for it. To hear some of the performing artists over the course of this Mardi Gras event is super, super cool to hear about. And it's going to be the Roots tonight, kind of that band that performs in that Jimmy Fallon ride as you're hearing that safety video, so super cool to see them in person. Definitely excited for that. Let's see how it goes.
Give a man's react, you got the death, I swing this back. Say that, so turn it up, thump it in your section.
Awesome to catch the Roots performing live over there. Definitely super cool to see them live and kind of see how they compare in real life compared to their Jimmy Fallon skit. That's really all I know of the Roots, is that they're in that Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, the band on there. But super cool to see them, hear them live. Really nice kind of big band sound with a whole bunch of different instruments going on. And you've got a great view of the concert. Even out here, you can see the concert's taking place further in there. But even out here, you can see those Mardi Gras colors and those screens projecting further out if you want it for a little bit quieter. It's definitely loud out there. And it's nice to be able to sit down here too. Was standing in there for quite a while. Now it's nice to be able to take a seat and kind of have a kick back and watch a little bit just from these screens, because it has been almost an hour at this point. Nice to have a nice long show here, but I definitely feel like my legs could use the break, so catching a seat while I'm listening a little bit more. And Tyreek just mentioned, it's so funny, he said, let us know or make some noise if you've been on the Tonight Show ride. Super funny that he knows that that's kind of a big thing going on here. And it's funny how they're right by the stage, too. The stage is right by the Jimmy Fallon ride, so super relevant, super funny. And glad to get a chance to kind of hear some of the music and see some of the hype and the excitement of the concerts here at Universal. Great way to kick off my first Mardi Gras experience at Universal. Definitely a great show, great parade, a lot of great things going on for the holiday. Again, one challenging observation for me on this one is I feel like at least, it is really, really cold out here, especially here at night. I feel like we might even be looking into the 40s, which I know is not that cold in the grand scheme of things, but I'm not really dressed for it, and I'm starting to get adjusted to the warmer weather. So definitely feeling chilly, but nice to be able to hear that music, and hopefully it'll warm up as the season progresses and as we hear some of those other artists. But I'm definitely starting to feel the chill, and we'll see how much later I'm feeling like being out here tonight. And it's actually really cool to see the lighting here at night as well. You can see as they're closing down for the night, just kind of wrapping up that concert. You can see some of these light projections on the buildings. You can see, actually people, it looks like they're even still ordering food. They may have closed off some of the food, but they might actually still be doing, which is interesting. I was pretty sure the park had closed here. You can see people ordering food. You can see, again, the green and the purple on the ceiling here. And I don't know if you noticed earlier, too, as we were watching that parade, walking down that main street, that the lamps were purple, yellow, and green. So really cool to see. But again, cool to have a closer look at the kind of reflections, kind of display projections. See the light actually changing on that building, but on all these buildings in general, as I'm making my way out towards the City Walk. Really, really great event. Glad to be able to check out my first Mardi Gras event here. Definitely excited to come back for more. You know I got to try more of that food here too. I got that tasting lanyard, and we already had a look at that. But again, if you didn't see that, there's a annual pass holder version and a regular version, different prices and different quantities of food. But definitely excited to dig in the event here in the coming years. And I didn't mean in the coming years here, I mean in the coming months. This is a 2-month event, which is great. Definitely excited to be able to dig into a lot of that food, try even more of the food. I got a couple ideas for different dishes, which I want to try in the future in the coming months, so it's going to be great. And another perspective on that show at a distance, the concert at a distance. You can see it's very crowded out there. Definitely a fun time. Look at these yellow, green, and purple lights here too across the street. Just kind of all the little details you'll notice throughout the holiday Mardi Gras here. Really cool to see kind of the design and how the lighting's subtle, but at the same time it's important and it's present that they've got those little details in place for the holiday. Really cool. And I saw the big sign by the entrance on the way in, but look, little hanging signs along the way. Mardi Gras 25. You may have seen it said from 1995 to 2020. So I'm not sure if that means exactly if it's Mardi Gras in general, or maybe how long Universal's been around, or Universal Florida here, but still cool to see that they've got those signs throughout the area, throughout the park, and definitely excited to check it out again in the coming weeks. Overall, a really fun night at Mardi Gras. Glad we had the chance to check out this event. I thought this one was a winner. Definitely looking forward to checking it out more in the future. And I feel like it's a special sort of holiday that Universal has that a lot of other places don't celebrate. So glad we had the chance to check this out, try some of that food, and definitely looking forward to more in the future. Mike, overall, what did you think of Mardi Gras at Universal?
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Loved the parade at the end. That was good. The food was good, but you know, that po' boy was the star by far, and I love the parade. Overall, a lot of fun.
Makes sense. So it was definitely a winning day. What did you think of Mardi Gras? Would love to hear your thoughts, and have you been before? In the comments below, let me know. If you liked the adventure, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you liked it. And if you haven't already, for more fun adventures, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed. And until next time, play on. Another thing I'm noticing here today is the crowds. You'll notice it's quite crowded throughout. Just finished with the... And I saw the big sign by the entrance. And we've got a couple of other